Looks like the audio's okay. What am I looking for here? Probably this. There we go. What's up, Ren? Yeah, everything looks like it's good. Let me pop it into Discord just so I can officially link it up. I'll put it in my channel just so it's out of the way. I don't want to put it right in the campfire, and I'm not going to tag the whole place. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Looks good. So, what's up, Brewster? Oh yeah, absolutely is. I mean, I've been up for, what is it? I've been up for 5.5 hours at this point. I got up real early today. In fact, I'm gonna refill for coffee here. I'm due. Let me just clean this out to fill my coffee mug up. Just gonna do some load order stuff. You may notice the change on the header there on MO2 for the character. He's an old one. He's one from my Xbox, well, early Xbox days. I thought I'd bring him back for the time being. Kind of a secondary character, but I also want to test the setup, and I want to run that all good mod instead of a visible favorite of gear. Because it looks like it just got an update. What was it? Yesterday? Today? Looks like it got an update today. So we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see what it needs. I mean, obviously, I run all those mods that it requires: Jay's Container, the modern Brawl bug fix, I think, or whatever it's called, and a couple of the other ones. But I guess with like VFG, essentially, well, it's not obsolete. The mod author considers it obsolete. I still like it. You know, I'm always gonna like it. But it's gonna help with having dual greatswords on the back. Let me just make sure my coffee's going. I'm multitasking here. We'll see if this Keurig. I hate the Keurig. I already went through an official pot of coffee here today. Who else is here? Let's see. Who else joined in? 2.5. Time for me. It is almost 9:40 a.m. And Rooster's accurate. Well, he's more accurate than I am. Yeah, I got up a little before 4 a.m. my time here today. As you guys probably remember, I went to sleep real early, and I wasn't feeling good the last couple of days. A little with anxiety, a little with my back. My back's actually better today for some reason. It's weird. We'll have to see. So I did get a little bit further from what you guys may have seen. We're using a lot of rallies stuff. I added some of these in, the vampire coffins with the purple interior to them. I like them. It's just gonna, overwrite Noble. Not an issue. I remember when Wind was here, we were talking about the bed pillows. They have a different, more pleasing texture. This mod actually has several variants to choose from if you're looking. When we went to images, I was actually debating. I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to use. So you could see the pillows. This is the one I'm running. I like this design because I'm also running Peltapalooza and I have a couple other fur mods. But I thought for farmhouses and for general pillows, I would run this one. You could see vanilla. You can see the comparison. I think it looks nice. Hey KB, what's going on? Yeah, good morning. Oh, real early for you, West Coast time. My stream from yesterday, I shut that down real quick. I was in a I wasn't feeling well. Plus, I was in a pretty bad mood. Noble beds. Oh, I'm getting noble furniture, so yeah, we may add the noble beds in. Um, like I said, I'm just going over some of the things that might have been missed, and then this is the setup. You could see ornate, obviously, if you really want to go for an elaborate style. This would fit well with Solitude. Maybe, maybe. This was weathered. This was another one that I was going to use. I like this design and the texture. And this was the runner-up that I didn't go with, the blue embroidered. I think I chose the right one, this one here. So that was that. Let me close this down. And then I did go with Rally's horn chandelier candles. A lot of good mods from Rally. If you type, hold on, let me see. If you just type in Rally, or maybe it doesn't. There, okay, it's popping up. Water foam, instruments, Solstheim Skaithgra. This is Rally Eater. Werewolf totems. This is an interesting one. I may add this in. The Temple of Kinnereth Mosaic. I believe I also have this in for the center because I'm running Noble, so I would like to see that on top of it. Blackreach mushrooms, Dark Elf furniture. This one looks fantastic. Uh, Mostly the ropes around the wood. The wood itself could stand to be a little bit better, but I think if you did it with a really nice wood texture, it would look good. Hopefully the rope would take precedence, but I have the feeling that's not the case. Five cities road signs. This one's intriguing. Um, I'll open a new tab for this just because I'm gonna go back to this one in a second here. Um, Waiting for response. You can go fuck yourself. Okay, probably get some ad in. We'll just try and click on it. Yeah, there we go. So it adds the hold uh, shield, like the shield, like the crest of the hold to the road signs. I thought this was really neat. It's almost too clean, but at the same time not. If it's not a major player, if it's not one of the major holds, you obviously won't see like Iverstead's not for like I guess the Rift or Falkreath or wherever it's considered south of Eastmarch. Riverwood doesn't have one, but you know Markart's got the ram, Solitude has the wolf, Windhelm has the bear, Whiterun has I forget what Whiterun's is, and Winterhold up there maybe I don't know. We'll see. Ripton's got the twin swords, the same thing that's on the shields. I thought this was a neat one. How it's going to look in your game is really going to depend on other mods that you run, but this was a nice alternative to some of the norms that we've seen so far. You guys can all thank the wind. Coffee. Okay, sorry. You could thank the wind for bringing rallies to my attention. I had no idea, and I didn't realize there were other ones by the same mod author. They look nice. I kind of wish this would have a more weathered look to it, but it's not bad. I think if you are running a fully clean game, like you want everything to look totally pristine, it may seem a bit out of place. Or if you're running a completely weathered look, it might also seem out of place. But and I guess it would really depend. You'd have to see. And then of course, if you're running an E and B on top of that, it's gonna just affect all the graphics. But you know, it's well done. It's pretty well made. I think I like it. I like having options. What was something else? Let me go back here. Oh yeah. Anyway, so well, I won't spend too much time on rallies here. The city roofs. I will check this one out because I remember seeing a mod that Rooster. I think you might have been using it, and it added really nice red roofing to Whiterun, and I couldn't find the mod. But when I was going through the list of the rally stuff, I came across this and I thought, well, I haven't seen this yet. Let me try it. Um, You're going to see this on the main cities. You're going to see this on some of the farmhouses that don't have like the hay style textures, and they're going to be different. They're all going to look a little bit different. They're going to, again, like I said, this is more just of a test to see. You can see this is here in Whiterun. I want to say this is one of the side homes. Yeah, Whiterun roofs. That was Luxor's. Oh, neat. Hmm. I may be switching. I did like that a lot. Oh, so you do run rallies now. That's awesome. I literally just found this out the other day from the wind. I had no idea because I guess that's what she was running. I think this looks really nice. I mean, it's like think of where the game's supposed to take place and what type of game it is. But I don't know if I know Rooster. You put those pictures up of Luxor's a while ago, and it's stuck in the back of my head. I still remember those images. I think you did like right after you finished running your LODs and everything. You took a really nice screenshot from the distance, and I could see those red roofs from the distance. And I was just looking at it, and I couldn't stop looking at it. It was one of the nicest things I've seen. Um, so that's Luxor's. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that one now too. I'll probably forget, but I'll try to remember. uh, yeah, the Kinnereth mosaic, which is I think this should only overwrite noble. Yep. Okay, that's good. Whole border banners. Um, so I did add in a lot of other textures I don't normally do. We're gonna still go with Matthew's road signs and his 3D signs and Fuchsia's manhole texture cover. This is like a mod I can't play without anymore. It's a stupid mod, but it's so good. It just does the manhole covers, and god damn, it's great. I mean, if you play with like Sewers of Skyrim, you'll see it more often. You'll be paying more attention to it. Uh, I'm just gonna drink my coffee black at this point. Forget it. I don't feel like putting anything in it. Um, yeah, but it's a great mod. Such a great mod. Small size, you know, and yeah, manhole textures for the cover. Oh, this is why I hate the Keurig. Instant coffee, but not nearly as good as the one I make. Um, we basically took all of Matthew's 3D misc and put it in there. His tanning rack, I think, is by far the best one uh, in this particular pack here. They're all individual, but the tanning rack is badass. So I'm hoping that the leather I get coincides with that. For this category here for 28 for the more textures, I actually did add a lot more in. You'll see immersive jewelry is taking the place of, is it Gemlinking or however the name is? Um, I started using this with my last playthrough when I was testing Athralore with a couple other mods. It's massive. This is the one that you see everybody using. You're going to want the main file one and the update file for the ESP, right? It's a gigabyte. It's a full gigabyte. Um, I can't play without this mod now. Plus, if you read in the description here, if I can get to the description requirements, you're going to want. Well, here's the problem. You're going to want the Summer Mist immersive jewelry patch. The problem is that I doubt this is going to open this up. Yeah, it's going to wait for a response because I went to here. There's two options with the patch. Unrestricted is what I took, so you can unrestrict your enchantments because with the patch, the enchantments are restricted to certain pieces of jewelry. Unrestricted means you could place the normal ones that you would be able to place, but with immersive jewelry, um, where is it? Features, okay? It's something like, yeah, here. More than 4,200 jewelry variants distributed through new level lists. Okay, 600 plus 600 more enchanted variants. So those nice crowns and earrings and jewelry and rings and everything, this replaces all those. If you look at the very bottom, assets used, thanks to the following artists and creators who whose designs are fully incorporated into immersive jewelry. If you look at the names here and you see what's here, you'll figure out pretty quickly what you need and what you don't need. So KD Circlet redone. I think Gemling King, yeah, or Gemling Queen Jewelry Resources by Seralith is basically the whole thing is included in here. Uh, the Rings of Old. This is a fantastic mod on console. I couldn't play without this mod. Dova Bling, Circlet Replacers, Gizmodian Oblivion Weapons, HN66 earrings. So you can see everything that's inside here. UMP Jewelry, expand the jewelry crafting, but make sure you read the features section right here. You will definitely appreciate what this does. If you have the space for it, absolutely, like, add this in. I can't stress enough. I can't say it's a simple mod either. It's one that once you use it, you won't want to play without it. Um, I've said that probably about maybe 20 mods. Well, maybe more, maybe 40 mods. There's a probably I still probably have a core 40 to 45 mods that I absolutely can't play without. I've added this to the list for PC. Some of these have been ported to console, and they are also the ones I cannot play without. This was a new one too, and I'm waiting to see where it is. Where's the Velvet Cloaks? I want to see that. I remember seeing the Torques, so they've been added in, and obviously KD Circlet redone. This is a great mod. But it also includes the left hand capability. You can wear up to 4 rings. So you don't need the left hand rings mod. I think where is that here? It's here somewhere. I remember here. Yeah, it's possible we're a total of 4 rings, 3 plus the ring of matrimony, and 2 bracelets, making unlimited mods less necessary. Technically, a 5th is possible if completing certain well, you guys know what the quest is for that. If you don't, you'll eventually do the quest at some point. So I'm going to add in probably Ars Metallica. I don't foresee this new type of character doing crafting. So you'll see the name Raziel is going to be a red guard. And I did find the mod because I went back into I found my old build Loki Raymaster 901. Rooster, you always have good stuff. I will do just that in 1 second. Let's yeah, let's so where is it? Raymaster here. I'll search by author. Mods, users. Let me just make sure I have the RAYMASTE, Raymaste. I might be saying that wrong. STE 901. Let's see. Did I type it in wrong? I probably did. RAYMASTE. I think I missed it. STE 901. Right? Or is it Raymaster? Did you forget the R? I think I typed it in wrong though. Yeah, no, I can't pull it up. Selection. So now I run rallies and it changes the market booth clothes. Oh, neat. Awesome. It was in Warmongers, Ren. This is the Sand Assassin. Where is it? It's not here. Where is it? Where is it? You'll know it when you see it, I think. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I think at some point Twist wore this, or a version of this. But my old character Raziel also wore this, and it was included in Warmongers. I thought it was in Immersive Armors for some reason, but it's not. So we have to add Warmonger in. That's why I have it up here, and I also have all geared up. We're gonna check this out. So obviously Jake's containers. These are all things that I use. So we'll eventually do that. We're gonna keep these two off to the side, like I said. So I'm on weapons, I think. Yeah, additional NPCs, I'm leaving that alone. I had I think when I swapped it when I was doing the testing of the last one, I had issues. I like I said, it's probably a combination between Verdant and uh 3D NPC. I mean, if I'm adding 250 NPCs to the game, like I said, I don't have time to sit there and talk to them. Even if I can take some as followers, it's nice. I mean, it's just taxing for me. And again, I couldn't really think of anything else that I added aside from Verdant that would have caused some of those crashing issues. But I had the feeling it was a contribution of both. Because not that Verdant's heavy, but you still kind of got to pay attention to what you're running and how much you're running. You could say I'm up to 234, but not a lot of these are heavy stuff. Well, some of them are. I had to remove City of the North Dawnstar because this is going to run TPOS 2. The reason you can't run City of the North Dawnstar is because it alters the inn. You can't run any mods that alter the inns with the people of Skyrim 2, or you will crash, or you'll have things flying around and flickering. Um, I didn't realize that because I hadn't gone to the inn with this, but I wound up hearing it from somebody else making a comment saying, "Are they compatible?" And then I had to go look up uh, City in the North Dawnstar just to see that it does, yes, in fact, touch the inn. So I put back in the Great City of Dawnstar. I may take it out. I may take out all the Great City mods. I'm not sure I really want to run them. They're kind of on the iffy, whatever. Winterhold Restore is going to stay in, obviously. Other quests and dungeons, enemy of my enemy. What else? We're going with Climates of Tamriel for weather. It's an odd one. It's not a popular one anymore. I understand that. I like it though. I've always liked it. Um, we'll be able to add immersive weapons patch. So yeah, we're doing a audio overhaul. Where is it? Trade and barter. We're sticking with Ordinator this time. I have my normal quest mods in Legacy. We added Falscar. I added Falscar to this. And Undeath always stays in my thing. I added Dark End and the Forgotten City. Forgotten City I may or may not do. Dark End I'm curious about. I don't know if anybody else has played this yet, but this is one that I'm curious about. It looks pretty neat. It's a large mod. It's almost as big as Legacy in file size. And we stuck with Noble. I added Noble back in. Soulstem Landscape Overhaul went back in. I'm running Glorious Glaciers. You guys can see what else I added. A lot of this stuff is pretty standard stuff. We stuck with Nordic Snow. What's overriding Nordic Snow? The 3D landscape. Okay, I may have to drop that down, but we'll have to see. It's the loose version of it, so it should take precedence. So CO2 is also mine for everything, for both console and PC. I think that's why I keep going back to it. I had a really good experience with it. It always looked nice for me. And we're gonna do the re-engage D&B. That's what I have loaded in. So, or I should. Did I add the E&B? Yes, I did. Okay, so we have re-engaged. It was always a nice look, I thought, on console for those two. So we are going full Majestic Mountains, Dark Side. Vegetation and mountains. Why is ethereal clouds? Oh, because I probably put this in the wrong freaking category. Or these moved. Yeah, these all moved on me. I don't know how this happened. Yeah, we're going Majestic Mountains. You can see me. This is probably me not paying attention. I may swap over to Ethereal Cosmos from the Cathedral Night Sky. but I'm not sure yet. I just want to see how this one looks with climates. We'll have to see. Ethereal Cosmos, I think, has parts of COT in it, or assets may have been used for the stars in particular. I think that's what I read. So maybe adding this to it might, it's not going to conflict, it's not going to crash or anything like that, but it may not look right. Like I said, I'll have to take a look. And it's just a texture mod anyway, so. All of Matthew's 3D stuff is trees and plants, the Solstheim 3D tree patch, the Gilder Green plants patch, static planters. Every tree different. I always add this in when I run 3D trees because I like it. And then we kept it pretty simple, just the mushroom retextures. And I had to drop Mari's, where is it, below, where is it, Mari's Death Bell. Because it gets overwritten and redundant by one of those. By Forgotten Retext. Yeah, if you have it above Forgotten Retext where it was telling you to place it, it gets redundant. So we're up to weapons and armor. So Amidian-born. Amidian-born armors should be the first one. Yep. Let's grab this. We want Amidian-born for everything. We'll grab it for our armors. We'll grab it for the blades. Well, we need the blades patch. And let it do its thing. And I have to remember how to do this now. This was, except for the glass variants and differently ebony. Custom, choose everything. So I go iron with the white fur, steel with the white fur, leather, Cabal's cut, obviously fur. Elven, I like the dark elven. Gold looks nice too. The dark looks better, in my opinion. Dwarven, Ancient Nord. Orcish, original. I don't like the brighter. I mean, it looks good, but scaled I do go brighter. They look good either way, but you could see, I think it's Hrongar. Where's a variant of this? He's got the scaled horn. The wolf, I like the gray fur. Glass is the steel gray. You can't use the variants, and you can't use differently, but I use the silver ebony. And blades and Falmer. And make sure it says armors and install. That's going to do its thing. And I don't know how far I'm going to get with this. I did start a new character in Enderal, so I may switch over. I might take a break at some point, and then this is the blades patch. Yep, looks good. I may switch over and play some Enderal. I got nothing going on, so. So weapons. Weapons is in the same. Let's download that. What else is in there that we want? Weapons. Dragonborn unique. Yep. Where's Dragonborn? And then unique. If it wants to download them all for me, that would be great. Weapons is still going. Weapons will default down here. There we go. Same thing. Okay. I think it just says hide the meshes folder or delete the meshes folder. Was there anything else with that? Choose all except for Skyforge. Well, we use the Skyforge replacer. So, Draugr, Dwarven. Although these get overwritten too. Silver, staves, steel. Oh yeah, change the name. Weapons. Otherwise, it makes you do it all again. And files. Is it meshes weapons or is it just the meshes? Should just be the meshes. Yeah, it says delete the meshes folder. I'm never comfortable deleting it, so I always just hide it. So they're all hidden. Meshes folder's hidden. So you won't have any issues. What was next? Dragonborn DLC? Yep. Then go custom. Change. Oh, I better change the name now. Uh, Nordic carved. I like the white fur. You'll notice I like the white fur on a lot of armors. I think it just looks a little bit better. The black default actually doesn't look that bad. And I haven't tried the brown yet, but I think brown on like a silver may or may not go so good. But I think a lot of characters with the white or the black fur, it looks pretty good. So I just choose these three, and everything else here I just kind of leave alone. I don't really go after these guys too much because I really don't care. I'm hardly ever on Solstheim, and none of my characters that I've played recently have started Dragonborn. I think the last time I did that was with Athril, or when I just did his speed test. You got stuck in a loop of death reload. Oh shit. TGM. Yeah, I'm gonna be using Lane Wolves too. I just hide them. It's easier. Cause then well, I mean, if they're hidden, it's hidden. What's next? We did DLC. Unique and then content add-ons. I never really use the content add-ons. I always use the says add new armors and weapons. Don't install the proof patch. You can check it. I'll have to look at it. Unique items. I think this one's the one that's got the what is it? Just don't check Targe of the Blooded, Wuthred, Savior's Hide with the white fur, Mason Moloch Ball, Volendrung Soon's armor, Ebony Mail, Silver. You'll notice I like the silver and ebony. Stats is the one where you have to delete the Staff of Magnus, I think. File tree meshes, delete Staff of Magnus. Also install the hotfix. Third file under. That would be helpful. The bone mold hotfix. Did I install the bone mold hotfix? I don't think I did. For the armors. Oh, and I'm sorry, that will be for DLC. Also install the bone mold hotfix. No, I didn't. You can see me not paying attention here. Yeah. Manual download that. And then the Staff of Magnus hotfix. Oh, that's the mesh. What I do is I leave them all. I'll hide the entire folder for Staff of Magnus because that gets replaced anyway. So, weapons. These are unique items. Install. Let's get the where is it? The bone mold hotfix. Forgot that I did this. Bam. Put that right there. You can go bye-bye. And then let's blow that back up. Right. Do I want content add-on? I don't think I do. I think that's all I want from a mini board. I don't really use anything else from it. Rustic armors I don't use. Common clothes I do. And there should be just a patch for Ace here. So I use the full. It's a great mod. And then the patch. Whoa. Freeze up on me? No, there it goes. That was... You can see we got the snow today. Oh yeah, it's affecting my stream. There we go. Hold on. Is it back up? Yeah. Did it just bug out on you guys? Because it looks like it did. Weather. Yeah. Okay. So common clothes. And then any patches just for armor and clothing extensions. I took cutting room floor out because I am going to run the Whiterun walls mod, and there were too many patches with CRF anyway, so decided against it. So I really only need this for Ace. But it's needed, so if it's needed, it's needed. Let's get rid of these. And of course, immersive armors. And the Amidian born textures for immersive armors. And I'm trying to remember what I had. What was it? Well, let me start downloading this. Amidian born can go as well. Oh shit. I needed that one, didn't I? Yes, I did. Duh. Okay. That was a perfect Legionnaire that gave the Legion the nice red shields. Hey Tim, you just got it? Yeah, that happens with the streams once in a while. Sometimes the messages don't go through. I get live stream messages late, like for some. I'm trying to think of who it was. Probably do that. That'd be helpful. So it can actually start downloading. Yeah, once in a while. Yeah, we want the full set. It could be. It could also, yeah, like when I was at work, because I had to pipe off the Wi-Fi there. It could be what it is. Seems like it's taken forever. It's actually running pretty good, but I think that's one of the reasons that I got frustrated last night was that I tried to continue doing this and just to pull up like a mod page, it wasn't having any of it. Between the weather last night, it was like literally freezing sleet. Everything was iced over this morning. Install. It's gonna take forever. And this is with just a basic cable connection. We don't have fiber here or anything like that, unfortunately. I'd be in heaven. This would have been done, I think, if I had fiber. Would have been finished. Although, see, I was gonna do the merge. You try the new Sky UI. Oh, you know what? No, I have to go back and do that. Hold on. Where was that? That was in PC, right? Mod. I might have pinned it. Hold on. I forget where it was. No. I think I did pin it. Oh, that's load order. Damn it. Do you remember where you put it to? Because I remember pinning it, and I don't remember which one it was in. I have a lot of stuff pinned. Guild board. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, I pinned them from up here. Download that. So this is, what is this now? This is the, it says new Sky UI. What am I doing here? What's this gonna do? And is this going to, well, I don't know why it would have any effect on Dear Diary, but I know Dear Diary overwrites the menus with Sky UI. Let's open it. Or is this the update? I'm curious. It has, oh, okay. Could probably just change the name. I don't even think I set Skyrim as a master for Sky UI. Right? Just keep that one there and keep it deactivated. Well, I'll put it above it. I don't even know what I was looking for. Throw that into save mods. Dear Diary works just fine. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't even add the game as a master for this one. Totally forgot about it. And it's fine for everything else that requires Sky UI. I'm assuming. Yeah, you wouldn't have put that up there if it didn't. No, I appreciate it, but thank you. What was the other one? I pinned two of them, I think. Right? Widget. Where was this from? I was watching Mr. B play Enderal the other day. So he's making mods for this too, which I'm really curious about because in my spare time I want to go do a modded play of Enderal, or go back and do it. But I want to keep it kind of on the the minimalistic side. But Mr. B's the one that did the unique loot mods. Hey, Wind. Good morning. Yep, so what am I doing with this one here? I know you posted them up and I glanced. Rooster was like an almost instant approval. I mean, I should probably, yeah. It's the wind. All good, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna give it an attempt. Uh, it was updated today, 2nd of December. Just got updated. Um, as far as the requirements go, I guess Z edit was no longer a requirement for it. because I believe the one that I was looking at, if you look at the one from Legendary Edition, there's like three requirements: just SKSE, SkyUI, and XP32. They don't require J's Container, Modern Brawl Bug Fix, Xedit, but this one has the main and then the Xedit scripts. So we're gonna make an attempt to do this. I'm gonna make an attempt to do this. What am I adding? The widgets. And Tim, just let me know where I should be placing this. Up top, I would assume it's a UI, right? Let me see if I go back and read. Oh, it's too early. You were up late, Wind. I think I got up at 3:45 this morning. My sleep schedule's been off. It was the second part, yeah, for all good. Only until midnight. I could have sworn you were up later than that. I went to bed early. I'll put it. I gotta put it all the way up top. I'll put it under Sky UI. Maybe it needs to go above it, or we'll put it under. We'll put it here. Let's see. Interface scripting. Okay. Yeah, but I got up real early this morning. So hopefully that's my sleep schedule back on track. Why did I look like something was redundant? It's probably just me. Oh, the other thing I was gonna do is the NPC merge. So I may have to reinstall immersive armors for UMP, which means I would need the body. I have to make a decision on that. I haven't yet. Let's let's skip this section for right now. Let me just minimize this. We'll go to physical appearance. So I would have to make a decision. I would be running Apache and KS with the salt and wind for both. So like that's a huge chunk of space just for the hairs, but I believe KS is needed. Um, and then obviously Wicco, the base. The cleanup script is here. And then start with Mena Winter and go through all of them. Now would I be using... But see, I'm doing a male character, so when I do male characters, I tend not to merge them. You have meetings at the crack at... Oh, yeah. Because I think you're what? You're 3 hours behind me. What? It's like 7:30 for you right now. It's almost 10:30 for me. I don't know. Maybe I won't do the merge with these, because like this particular character is male, but that's a lot of extras, mod space. I don't know. I'm curious to do it. What was stopping me was get these off here. Immersive Armors only had UMP support, and I was thinking go CBBE instead. I'm not sure. I don't know. Rooster, what do you recommend? Yeah, we got snow. Oh yeah. Yeah, from yesterday was like freezing rain, and I went to start my car to run up the store this morning. So obviously I had to defrost my windshield. I let it run for an hour, and there was still ice on it. And it's not that it's cold; it's just that it was from the last couple of days. I haven't Like I haven't driven that car in probably 2-3 days. I haven't had a need to go anywhere. So, but yeah, we got let's see, I don't know how much did we get. I mean, it came down good. Everything's covered. It's still coming down. I don't know, 4 or 5 inches maybe. Maybe. I think they said tonight it's supposed to stop, but it could go into tomorrow. They're never 100% accurate anymore. Patch for CBBE and immersive armors. Let me see the description. Body slide. I've never used body slide before, but I would assume that would be it, right? Immersive armors. That's body slide conversion. What's this? This is body slide. Let's look at both of these. Adjustable titties. Oh, that's great. This out. Wow. Okay. Use this if you want and your family. Wow. All right, hold on. So body slide outfit studio, CBBE and immersive armors. This may be the one that I'm looking for. I've never used body slide. It was one of those quote unquote intimidating mods. Which I guess there's the first time to use everything, right? So this would be for CBBE. They do look better. That kind of looks badass, to be honest with you. The boss, that's the Bosmer Wild Hunt. Ooh yeah, Alduin. Nice. Okay, so let's all figure this out. We're going to be installing these. Let me get the Amidium-born. Well, we already have this installed. Let me install the Amidium-born textures already just so I have the texture set. Yeah, for the full set. Just so we can get the Amidium-born textures. And then I'll go back and I will reinstall. Well, I guess I could put them under body-specific armor and clothing. Right? So you need body slide outfit studio. Hold on. Body slide and outfit studio optional, but recommend requiring if you anything but the slim preset. Well, we're gonna need this. CBBE, I guess, is the way we're gonna go, right? What do you guys think? Use the CBBE support. Yes, yes. Tim knows this stuff. Rooster knows this stuff too. You guys are good at piecing this together. See, I could do this. I did this on console, where obviously it's just one overriding another. But there's not resource mods like this, like the Outfit Studio, right? Let's see what the other requirements are. So 7 base. We're going with CBBE. Ashara stuff. I used to like I liked the Ashara stuff on console. That was always pretty good. Calientes, where is it? Wow, there's a lot. All right. Anyway, so I'm looking at this. There's a lot of requirements there. We'll get this. 12.8 megabytes. Any other requirements here that I missed? This mod does not have any known dependencies other than the base game. Alright, first, this looks good. Caliente's tools, body slide, Conversion sets. I'm probably going to be lost when I'm looking at this, but we're going to do it anyway. I don't know what I just did. That. Okay. That looks good. We're going to put this under, what is this? Body specific. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to leave it active for now. CBBE itself. Well, I should probably go in order. Immersive armor CBBE. Body slide. Let me grab this. Requires original mod body slide file. Pre-built meshes. Plugin. Installing. Okay. Yeah, it's like a manual or okay. You guys get to watch me mess up on live here because I know I'm gonna do it. And obviously these are probably gonna need to be rearranged. I'm just gonna put them. Just make sure my plugins are probably all over the place at this point. Yeah, alternate start. Let me just move some of these up. I haven't been moving these up. Although I could just move alternate start and landscape fixes to the bottom. Right? That's what works. Immersive jewelry, frescoes, common clothes, trooper stuff, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Downloads. Use CBBE curvy with fair skin. Body preset by Laffy. I'm going to have to take screenshots of these just so I remember. Alright, so this one's done. Ooh, what'd I do? This is the CBBE enhancer. We got this. Okay, I'm going to keep these two up. Let me just double check. Because I didn't even go for the hairs. I'm still on. Let me get through the weapons and then we can, because that section's next. And I don't have any other. We did the medium born stuff. Rustic we're good on. Cloaks and capes. Oh God, the hell am I doing? Cloaks of Skyrim and Nerevar's. Oh no, I'm sorry. Cloaks of the Nords. Duh, not Nerevar's. And then I have to add Bandolier in. And then as soon as we do that, we'll go right to the character creation and I'll see about merging everything. Did it a couple times, but it's been a while, so I don't remember all of it, unfortunately. We want the main version installed. Yep. So Cloaks of Skyrim and Cloaks of the Nords. Okay. Excuse me. Those two are good. I was gonna go UMP, but it's been a while for CBBE, so just gonna keep that up for reference. Bandolier always goes in. We're gonna do the tighter female fit, just in case. I could make this character female. I could make a female Redguard. It's definitely been a while. The story I have is for a male, but it doesn't really matter. The hell? This has been doing this on me for 2 days. I know it's my connection today with the weather and everything, so. Classic. Bandolier. Tighter female fit. Really? Okay. Put you there. Put you there. Bam, bam. Tight to male. Bare body option. The one for the males are fine. Winter is coming. I don't use the winter is coming cloaks mod. I don't know why. There's just something about it I don't like. Alright, Rooster. It's good seeing you, bud. Have fun in class, man. Presentation on organic farming methods. Interesting. Nice. Hey, if I'm here later, man, stop in. Alright, Loki. We'll see you in a bit. I'll probably be in Discord. Who summons me? Loop. Oh. Let's leave the reserve space cleared. Oh, he watched Colars. Left Genesis after a fair. Yeah, I still had to test. He was having issues with Genesis and TPOS too. Genesis adds in tons of spawns. It's by the Sansa Time team, and the Genesis spawns are literally everywhere. But he was running into crashing outside Morthal, which I know is like there's a couple areas there that have Genesis spawns, but Morthal also has. You guys have to remember the spawns in the dead marshes and in and around the marshes itself. So on the outskirts of Morthal. Plus, there's a couple extra bandits. Plus, there's skirmishes, like there's war skirmishes. So Sands of Time, Genesis, possibly incompatible. He had it loaded above, and I believe on Nexus or Nesbit's Nexus, he recommends loading Genesis below. So I think it is compatible, but that's a lot to run on a console. That's a lot. Genesis by itself to run on console is taxing. It adds a lot of spawns in. So, what about the hell am I doing? Equipable tomes was one that I can't. You know what? Well, I'm gonna get them with a different one. Let's do lean wolves and then immersive weapons. Installer. Yep. And then IW on file. Bam. Get the weapons out of the way. We can move right on to character creation. So, lean wolves. Not running DSR. Although I'm curious because I want this character to have dual greatswords like this. Tim, you may know this one. Do I need dual sheath redux for this, or can I run this from all good? This means I have to go back. There's so many requirements. No, it doesn't say. I don't want to fuck this up either, so. Because the character well, they don't dual wield the greatswords. They just have them on the back, but I would be fine with just the one greatsword and then switching between the two. That I don't care about. I'll leave this as it is for right now. You do need dual sheath. Fuck. That's another one I haven't used. I'm gonna bork this so bad, and then I'm gonna wind up redoing all of this. I know it. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, there's a whole tutorial for this, huh? God damn it. requirements for this. So J's containers. Yeah, all geared up, SE. Required only for dual sheath features. Leave plugin file disabled. Let's see here. Oh, jeez, there's a ton of stuff. May as well just grab J's container at this point right now, because and thank God that was updated. That must have updated right after the that is the right, yeah, it is the right one. Okay, thank God. Throw that right above. Echo tune. What the hell am I doing? Installation. Oh, Gopher did a video. Awesome. It's all J's containers. Piracy Till SE, I should already have. Which I do, is priority 6. So should I move J's containers up top, Tim? Any recommendations? On like just on placement, I know it's a how do you call it? Like SKSE plugin. That's why I refer to it as modder's resource. That's the technical term for it. Don't use Echo Tune dual sheath. It doesn't work. Okay. All right. Bye bye. So what am I? What am I looking for here? Da, 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 da. There's tool sheath. All geared up is right there. Violence only required for. Old room dual sheath works on SE. I'm assuming it does if you use it. Yeah, it's probably a dumb question that I asked. See, I'm not gonna be dual wielding great swords. I'm just trying to get that. See, my old character, my old Redguard had just like you saw the two great swords on the back. Uh, he had a silver version, and then he had whatever other one he was crafting or found or whatever. I think the one that I had was like a katana, like a daikatana, and I switched between that and like a silver grade sword on console because obviously you can't have anything like that on console. Um, anyway, let me. What was I doing here? Lean wolves, right? I already have this. What the hell am I doing? It's installed. All right, let me install it. Yeah, I think because it doesn't. It with all good, it says it doesn't need it. So no greatsword sheets. Select this if you don't want my greatsword scabbards. This will install the left-hand sheath weapon meshes required for dual sheath. It's wow. Did he misspell that? Redox, unless that's what it is. If you don't use, then you don't need this. But all. take another look at this one. Oh, I already have it over there. Duh. Um, well, I mean, these are the basics. We have all this. Probably should put this one in at this point. Cancel that out. I'm gonna leave these two here just for right now. Let's do lean wolves. We're gonna leave it as is. We'll go custom because I'm not gonna be using all of these. Skyforge is different. Silver's gonna be none. Orcish. Elven we want. Nord Heroes none. Ebony we want. Daedric. Bound. Nightingale. Scimitar. Maroons. Keening. Glassstone. Dragonborn. Quivers. Although I sometimes replace those with something different, so. Reflective. Children. Yep. EMB. Take the blue. Orioles quiver. Install. Okay. Alright. Lean wolves. Goddamn. Immersive weapons. Yeah, so this is the part where I'm usually just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna stick with what I know. See how bad I can mess it up, right? It's amazing. What else? So this is a fun one. T Skyrim True Weapons. And Lore Weapons expansion. This is a massive file. I don't use animated armory. But you can see all the packs that's in here. And replacers. So this is going to replace a lot of stuff. Also why I don't use uniques. Weapons packs that include content from. So, Gosu. You can see all of this stuff is in here. It's a big file. 1.4 gigabytes. But yeah, got pretty much everything. And then Legacy patch. So, we'll add that in too. Because you need it. And I don't know if that makes Lore Weapons expansion obsolete. I don't think it does. No. Well, maybe in the next update. Okay. So for now, we also add in Lore Weapons expansion. But if that gets added into the next update, T Skyrim would be the only weapon pack I would ever need, aside from immersive weapons. That's a massive file for just weapons. Try to add all that into the level lists. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not necessarily looking for dual support. It's just for basic stuff. I just like seeing those weapons in the game and add to the level list. It's not that my character's he's gonna run probably the same two swords for the whole time. Pretty basic, just like a standard silver greatsword, or if I could find like a nice Witcher silver replacer that's compatible. And then one of the ones that are compatible. And that'll probably just go up in level. Wind's already lost. I'm already lost too. You're not the only one. What the hell am I doing? Oh yeah. At least it looks good. It's a big weapon pack right there. It's 3 times the size of immersive weapons. And I added in because why not? And then we'll get on to physical appearance. I'm gonna be spending all that time doing whatchamacallit. So for writing dark end too, right? Forgotten retexts, oblivion weapons. So it's neurotoxin, got the Celtic textures. That's interesting. All night crescent, immersive jewelry. Interesting. Um, the patch looks good. Awesome. And lore weapons expansion always looks good. This is a favorite of mine too. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good. Why the hell does that keep popping up? Skyforge weapon replacer, Draugr weapon replacer. Makes the Skyforge weapons look sexy. The Draugr one, I just used the main replacer because it's less than a megabyte. And, I mean, I could use the standalone. Well, I guess yeah, may as well. I'll use it, why not? It might be overkill, who knows? Adding all these weapons and then I'm never going to use. Yeah, speaking of coffee, see how cold this is. It's warm still. I find that the Keurig doesn't keep my coffee as warm as my Mr. Coffee does. Unfortunately. I don't feel like using real bows for this one. I normally do. It's a good mod, but for some reason I just don't for this one I don't feel like using it. The glass one always looks the best to me. I like this. And the Forsworn, obviously. Forsworn bow looks cool. Yeah, you better go grab it, Ren. I'll be making another one too. I'm almost out anyway. Usually the last 2-3 mouthfuls are like lukewarm from obviously sitting here talking and not drinking coffee the entire time in your guys' ear. Black coffee. I don't know. Daedric. If anybody knows any other good bow replacer mods that don't look 100% completely basic, let me know. I would be open to suggestions. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave them alone. And, I usually skip these. Hey, Wind. I think I'm leaving real bows out of this one. Because I use this combination, the color mesh textures and real bows, but I don't know. Do you know of any other bow replacer mods for the meshes? Like something that's not. I mean, the vanilla ones are kind of gaudy, to be honest, and I would rather use real bows, but I've been using it so much. But I mean, this character is actually going to be using bows, so it's kind of a priority. But I don't want him, going up because I think he's. How did I start him on console? I think I started him with the Falmer bow. And with real bows, the Falmer bow actually looks pretty good. That might be the one he would stay with. He does the alternate start for the red guard where he's in the wilds, and it places them right in the reach. Oh yeah, the one that Mel likes. That one's for console, I think. That's made by Tarshana, and she doesn't put anything on Nexus anymore. Uh, Freak, I can't remember the name of it. Ranger's Call 2. Yeah, that's it. It's actually not bad. However, I don't think she was the original creator of that. And that brings up a whole other subject, but I'm not even going to get into that today, but I will show you the mod. So she's getting free publicity. She's probably going to try to sue me like she did with MXR. Did I go? Yeah. It's actually not a bad mod. But there's a texture add-on to it, so. Really? Ranger's Call 2. I'm not searching through 341 mods. Oh, that's my mod. What the hell? Is it not up here? I hit Xbox One. Yeah, fletching and archery. It's supposed to have scopes, Angie's bow, but the textures themselves are the thing that I was looking for. If I could find it, where is it? The texture pack, this one here. And you guys might recognize some of the quivers from other mods. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, she might have had it in Discord. I think I may as well stick with real bows. I do like the Force one. That's the one that my character used uh, the entire time. I never. I was placed right by a Forsworn. Actually, I think I was placed right by the Cart Spire. And I had to lower the difficulty down to expert because those Forsworn are leveled, and they made mincemeat out of me at level 1, obviously. Um, but I did manage to pick it up, and I think with one of those other mods, I was using a Forsworn bow. So we'll put this in. Why not? Right. Do the bows, then do the color mesh textures. Not a bad combination. Really? You look good. You don't look good. Now you do. Beautiful. You go there. You go there. Bam, bam. Let me check my plugins. There's alternate start. Alright, you come all the way down here. And cloaks, you go up top. Bandolier, tighter. Lore weapons expansion, you go up here. Skyforge, Draugr, alt start. Okay, bingo. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fulmer weapons I don't use. I don't use any of the... I mean, this stuff's all covered. But I do use these. The replacers. And I'm trying to think of if I use... What was the other one called? Hunter's Carved Arsenal? Oh, okay, so it comes in the... It's only one, but... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. The Frankly stuff. Even though I'm I mean, I'm gonna be... Well, I'm gonna be getting this anyway. I'm gonna need the CB... I'm gonna need some different stuff now with these. This is gonna be different. To make a female character. It's been a while. Main file required. CBB meshes courtesy of no cloak option. Yeah, there we go. So we want 2K. We want full glove. Install. And then CBBE. Yeah, no, I've been doing weapons and armor this whole time. Nightingale we did. Dawn Guard. Let's get the Dawn Guard stuff. We need the Dawn Guard and we need the CBBE. I think we do. Hold on. There are also CBB optionals. Yes, there are. Awesome. Fetching. 2K resolution install. And we want the CBBE. Looks good. Yeah, we're doing... These are armor replacers that we're doing here. Frankly. Thieves Guild. I won't be doing the Thieves Guild with this character, but... Shrouded. TG. 2K install. Alright, Tim. Thank you, buddy. We'll see you soon. Or later. Divine Elegance will not, because of where the building is. Yeah, anything that's close to Old Roldan is a no-go. Sorry, Wind. Yeah, that one's, Apaches. Yep. Ironically enough, this was another big one that, What's-Her-Face ported. Requirements. It's a nice, I've ran this twice, on console back when I was part of a different Discord, and, yeah, the pack is actually pretty nice. That's a good amount in. I like that the star robe. I don't think this was. We'll see if we can make a. What am I doing here? Oh, shrouded. Okay. 2K. We want the Oblivion style. See how I'm doing on space there. Yeah, I'm shrouded. Murak. This one's interesting. We need all three of these, unfortunately. So we got 1, This one I can merge. And come on. Play nice. There you go. Good boy. So you want a 2K. We'll stay with the blue, because that's what that is. It says I'll... Excuse me. And the hotfix. Merge that, and then Mirax CPBE. It's going to be interesting. I may make this character a Nord, to be honest with you. Since I'm going through all this... I still have all these up here. Did I install body slide? I did. Okay. Did I install CBBE? I did not. Okay. We're almost done with the weapons and armor, I think. No, it's okay, Wind. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I ran and which ones I didn't. It's been a while. Guards and soldiers. We want the guards armor. Well, the guard armor overhaul. So I'm just going to do this. Hold on, that's not it. Guards armor replacer. This is it. And then I think after this I place, well, we're going to have to move this anyway. Optional files, minimal ESP. No Stormcloak's armor. Oh, that's probably why. If you have bash patch, place guards under. Okay. Patches. For both main. Okay, so I need the main and I need the miscellaneous for the patches. This one here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Take your time. Yeah. Looks good. Wow, that's doing a lot for... Jeez. Alright. Guards armor patches. What do we have? We have weapons and armor, clothing. We have Wicco. We're gonna have all these, but they're gonna be bashed together. Pandorables, Meta Winter Cloaks. Oop, not that one. Cloaks of Skyrim. We don't have winners coming. The problem is because when I do the merge, none of these are going to show up, so I may just have to deactivate the plugins over here, and I may not even need this. I may have to uninstall this completely. But we'll leave it for now. Guards armor replaces patches. And you're going to see I'm going to get an error when I activate this. Or I should get an error, because I don't have everything. Yep, there it is. And if you look, yeah. So this might be a mod that I'm going to... Guards armor replacer. Cloaks, man. Yeah, we'll figure that out when the time comes. I did a Maidenborn, yeah. Is that something you were looking to install? Because I think you said you didn't get to a Maidenborn yet on yours, right, Wayne? Yeah, I have a Maidenborn right up here. If you let me see, I'll blow up the page for you. Yeah, it's the very first thing that I install in my weapons and armor category. We do the armors. You also need the blades. This is a patch for the blades, but this was actually from SE. But you know the rest of Maidenborn's from LE. Grab Shields of the Holds while I can. But we're going to overwrite Shields of the Holds with Oh, you haven't got plus. Oh, so oh, you literally are just doing. Well, you had a lot more mods installed than I did. I think you had like double the amount of mods. 800 was your count the last time. That's a lot. You can see I kind of go nuts with the weapons and armor. And I do this even with my mage characters. I still have a ton of was it Perfect Legionnaire? I think this was it. Yeah, because there's a couple files on here. Ooh, let me see. Hold on. Requirements. Oh, just the Spanish. Okay. 624, including the patches. That's still a lot. You still have more than I did. Install after main file. CTD. Hold on a second. What the hell is this? Alright, so I need version 6. So this looks like the main. What is this? CTD fixed Templar armor available again? Rework Legion. October. This is November. Install after. So I need this one. I need this one. And we want the Gladius. This is fantastic. And the red cloth version. Oh, and the shield. Well, we're going to get a bunch of stuff from here. Install after main file. I wonder if I could overwrite it. I don't think. No, you can't. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. It's me being stupid. Armor without fur. Armor meshes without the fur. I like the fur elements. Uh, this is a really good. I think isn't this one of the ones that Stu's using? Perfect Legionnaire to get the shields. I really like this. I had this on my last character, but obviously mage. So I did get to see some of the Imperials with it. We're gonna get the Gladius replaces Imperial Sword. That is a no-brainer because that model looks amazing. That the mesh that's in here. Or is it this? These are fantastic. Um, Optional red instead of blue cloth parts. Shield replacer blue. Um, yeah, I want the red cloth version. And I want the red shield. So we grab a bunch of stuff with this. Oh, well, yeah, let me see if I can get to the pictures here. These only got 18 images. When it wants to load, this is what I was doing the other day. So you can see the blue shield here. This has the furs already up top. I think this is what he was using for Kaleo, but obviously you know how custom he went with it. But this is the shield style that you get. You get this or a red one. You can see how the fur, and then the rest of them look a little bit different. But this is with the open face helm coming soon. So this will eventually be coming soon. But Tullius like this, looks really good. And then this is obviously this is probably my favorite part of this mod, the Gladius, the new model. This looks fantastic with this. I mean, look at this scabbard for that. That's freaking amazing. Yeah, he went full customization with that. I mean, that was just that's a work of art. It's an absolute work of art. Armor reforge. Alright, we'll leave this here. And eventually, like the guard's armor replacer is gonna get overwritten here. I'm assuming that's what's gonna write over. It's overwriting Dark End. Huh. Gladius places Imperial Sword. Yep. We want the red. Ooh. Red cloth version. Yep, looks good. And the red shield replacer. Looks good. Okay. So we got a lot. We got a lot going on. I'm gonna have a lot of mods installed by the time I'm done with this. Let's check my ESPs. I'm already at 278 mods. I guess that's not a lot for most people, but like, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. I don't want to run loot. Downloads. So perfect legionary are good. Shields of the Whole we have these. So I do single item retextures. I don't know if I have a category for that. I don't think I do. No, I don't. I always grab most of these just because I do. So, and this is obviously Staff of Magnus bow. So we'll do Oriel's bow. I do the Worn. Oriel's shield is the same to match. We'll do the Worn. Staff of Magnus. There should just be one file. It's a really nice model. Spellbreaker. This is just the remesh of the shield, so you want the top one, not the texture. And the Black Bow of Fate. Not with scope bow. I don't like the scopes. Not a fan of the scopes. Get these installed. You can see how tedious this is. This is what hurts my back the most. Sitting here going through all these. I'd like to have it where I have everything set up and then never have to touch it again. I want every mod installed on my PC. I'm going to buy like 3 M.2 NVMe drives, like each like a 4 or 5 terabyte. Just install every single mod on Nexus, and then I'll just hit loot, or I'll hit sort. At that point, I won't care. Really, you don't like the Oh, so I only do green and silver. No tinsel. Is this for the inside rent or is this for... Oh, it's still coming down outside. Uh, we usually do the colors for like the inside, and like when we put our tree up. We still have to do that. We have the platform up already that it goes on. It's still coming down pretty good. Wow. Was not expecting this to keep snowing this far into the day. Ooh. I'm the cringe. That's funny. That was usually me. I stopped liking it for a while, but the last couple of years I started I think I started with like rewatching Christmas movies. $2K. Wow, these are... Yeah, you can see my connections. Connection might go off on YouTube. If it does, I apologize. weather here is just shit, absolute shit. Wow, that's definitely doing something here. Ring on a mirror looks good. First time that's happened. Ring here, see, oh, that looks good too. I know the rustic stuff never does. You always have to set the directory for that. Lord Harkin's Blade, I think is, yep, foam high res, and dark. Miro's Wabajack. That looks good too. Awesome. So let's put these up. I tried doing them in multiples, but they never went in the right order, so gotta do them individually. Kind of pain in the ass. 4, 5. Okay. Check the plugins. Anything else? No. Those are still meshes and textures. What else? Let's see. All right. Now we're into character. So we want Apache. We want Salt and Wind. And so there's a bunch with these. And then we'll try to do the merge. I don't know. I only watch certain movies, certain Christmas movies. Like I'll watch A Christmas Story because they loop it over on Christmas Eve. It's probably one of my favorites. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I was watching that last night. Big fan of that movie. It's hysterical. Like the whole movie's like a blooper reel. Get the wigs. That's the big file there, the female hairs. And we wait till you see the KS one. I think it's even bigger. We'll try and download the male one here, but sometimes it kicks me off. It says, no, I don't want to download you. Physical appearance. So let's just check out where it requires body slide. I'm going to have to follow this almost to a T. Alright, let's get Apache installed. This is the main. But these are all masters, so who Nesbit. Ah, patrons only video. That's for Solitude. I can't show you guys that unless he put it up. Okay. Alright, Apache hair. You go under physical appearance. Wigs. Change the name. Set data. You look good. You're not a master. Female hair. Optimized. Female optimized. Data. Set. This one takes a while. Too loud and too many people. Oh yeah, I could see that. I mean, we don't have people over anymore. We used to. It's just you know, my nieces, my brother, immediate family. You know, nothing crazy. This is the male hairs, right? Male hair optimized. Yep. Data set. Good. Okay. And then we want the salt and wind rough hair. I like this one. requires Apache. I'm not going to use any other followers. Well, that's not necessarily true. I may. We'll have to see. You can also get these textures for which we're going to run. Okay. So you need all three. The main, the female, and the male. Which I guess is nice to have as an option in case you're running one character or another. Saving on space, but looks good. Yep. I don't think KS does the same thing. Salt wind, rough hair. Yep. Let that go. All right. Well, we need KS hairdos as well because it is required by. I'm not sure where it is. It's required for some of them. Mr. B, what's going on? I did a very grassroots plug of your Enderal play and the mods that you were doing for it, by the way, which I am interested in because I'm going to wind up restarting Enderal potentially with mods sometime soon. Not right yet. We're still doing Skyrim here, but I have a different character in mind for this. And I'm also going to be trying a couple other things I haven't used yet, so some of this is new to me, so you're going to get to watch me mess some stuff up. It's going to be fun. We're a little under 300 mods right now, so. Oh yeah, the female hair pack for KS is 770 megabytes, whereas the male is less than 90. You can see the difference here. This is why we're going to be running a female character now. Let's see if that one's done yet. Okay. This is KS for the ladies. Set that. Bam. Where am I going here? Okay. That's a mega pack right there. They should have just merged this out of like an AIO, but. And then probably the salt wind for that too. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Yep, it would, because that's what I'm running. Immersive KS hairs. Simple replacer. Well, I don't like simple. Let's just one, but it's 650 megabytes. Big mod. Okay, download. We have for the guys. Yes. Data directory. Yes. Oh. Bam. And bam. That's still going. Let's check the plugins again real quick. So Apache's up. Apache's up. Apache mails are up. So they are master files. Let's put Majestic above. We want the master. Female males. That still looks good. Climate to Tamriel. That's a thing. That's what we're doing. You get a few mod ideas for Enderal. I like that. Ren. Sorry, Loki. So Mr. B is doing an Enderal play. Mr. B also makes mods for Enderal, as well as Skyrim. That would be something I know you would be interested in. Oh, and Mr. B, anytime to link to our Discord. I don't know. Did I send? Are you with us? Did I send you an invite? You joined the other day, didn't you? I'm not thinking straight today, so console utility. Yep, I got it in. I did. Yeah, Wind I think sent me the message. Well, it must have been right after I fell asleep because I woke up to it this morning and I was like, oh sweet, finally. So yeah, that's added. Let's do that now. Hold on. Uh let's go to here YouTube. Bam. Mr. B. Enderal right here. This is the start from the streams. Make sure you guys subscribe. Yep, on YouTube, Ren. Yep. I've been trying to join as much. Like I said, I fell asleep real early last night. I wasn't feeling all that great, but there you go. Looks like Dark Fox started his modding tutorial 12 minutes ago. What am I doing here? Okay. So we're going back to downloads here. KS, this is the Salt and Wind. Is this? Did I not download that? Hold on. I did download this, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, no, we want that. I'm doing too many things here. Salt and Wind. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Yeah, we do. We got the female and the male. We just need this one. Then we're finally done with hairs. Thank you. Hairs are annoying. And they take up a shit ton of space. But we need them. Okay. So carrying on down, I have to remember, oh, Warmonger's Armory. That can get put in. I'm going to download this now because I know I'm going to need this. Does this have UMP support? I don't think it does. I'm sorry, not UMP, CBBE. If it doesn't, that's okay. We'll figure something out. This is going to be under body slide. Immersive KS. That strips out a lot of the lore unfriendly. Ah! A nerve conduction study. I'm not sure I know what that is. But it has a frowny face, so it doesn't sound like it looks good. Or looks like it sounds good. How you feeling? What's going on, Satan? I figured I'll just address you like that today. How you been? I saw you pop in a Discord earlier. I've been doing this. That would be awesome to see. Unique loot to Enderal. I know I think you mentioned it when you were streaming yesterday. That would be absolutely sweet. Because I do plan on doing a modded Enderal, but I mean, like obviously it's going to be like a lightly modded version of it, but um, I'll probably revert back to my mage style. All right, so NPC overhauls. NPCs from mods. I'm not using any of these. AIO. Okay, so Windsong. So this is the part that messed me up the last time. I know I need the cleanup script. That is a thing. Wicco itself. We're gonna take based on the UMP body. Let's see if I'm doing CBBE. Although it's not going to matter with Wiko, is it? Download the first main file, the nude. Okay. Go custom, do not tick anything. Alright. I'm gonna pay attention to this. And nothing in the old files. Cleanup script. Okay. I remember doing this like once before. Strip BSAs. I believe you wanted the manual download. I'm gonna have to refresh myself. Remember when I did this before? I don't. No, I don't think it was pulled from BNet, Satan. Uh, I think he let somebody take it over. Everybody's got coffee today. I'm gonna be going in on my. Let's see. I had a pot of coffee, like a pot of regular this morning, because I got up real early. This one's from the Keurig. This is not my. Not my normal brand. I don't like it. And I could already feel that one of my nieces left the door open because it just got really cold in my house. Alright. Well, let's get the nudie Wiko installed. I don't think I have to put a disclaimer on this quite yet, but you never know. Possible nudity. Potential for nudity. It says go custom, but don't tick anything. So no UESP. But I want the Witcher gear set. Or do I? No, because this could be for female. Because I can use stuff from Warmongers anyway. Alright. Let me go back and read. Because I need to do this. Download the first main file. Go custom. Do not tick anything. Just default. File tree. Hide. Everything except for immersive. Okay. This is where I messed up. Next. Thank you guys. Install. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be under. It's going to be above body slide. Alright. The males won't be nude either. There's a version. Covers 700 NPCs, its own textures. Of course, okay. Download the second main file, Wiko cleanup script, and put it in the Wiko folder. I believe the Yashed guide does this better. So we are going to look at this instead. Physical appearance and NPC overhaul. Here it is right here. Okay, so you can see they do go into a little more detail, and I think this is the one that I use. The nude main files, go to FOMod custom, do not tick anything. Time to fix for our merge, NPC merges. File tree and delete everything except for immersive characters BSA. Okay. So immersive characters BSA we need. The BSLs, we could just delete these. We don't need these. I do need the ESP. So people, oh, this can get deleted. These are going to get the README, can get deleted. The meta any can get deleted. I hide these. I find it's a little bit better to do it this way. Although if I'm doing this right, if I'm not paying attention to the chat for a second, guys, I apologize. I just want to make sure I do this right the first time because I hate going back to do this twice. Download the second main file. Delete everything except Immersive character BSA. So that would also be the ESP, wouldn't it? I'm not 100% sure. Alright, well, I could always reinstall it. We'll actually delete them. I'm going to leave the ESP. I'm going to hide it for now. Wicco cleanup script. Download it manually. Second main file. That is correct. Second main file. Manual download. Yeah, download. Okay. Let that do its thing. Here's the stripped BSA. We need to extract that into, where is it? It's local disk. Not organizer. Wow. Okay. Let me just double check here. Tell the second main file. Extract. Where's people BSA? Okay. That's it. Okay. I'm going to minimize that just because I don't trust myself to do something right the first time. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that too, Mr. B. I had no idea. I remember you stepped away. I mean, obviously I don't think any of us would ever ask why, but we I was playing on console then, and I remember the message I think up on BNet when because I was using unique loot with DDL combination. That was before I built my PC and everything. I do too. I hope everything gets better, man. And unpack both BSA. Alright, so I have to do one more step. I need to run Cathedral Assets Optimizer. For Wicco. This is the part that really I'm unsure of. At the end, unpack both BSA files via Assets Optimizer. You can delete the BSA and extraction to save some space. Okay. Local mod organizer WinSong. Extract BSA. Run. I don't know why that's up there like that. It's doing its thing. Wrong profile, but it's the same mod. It's in the right binary. And then I'll just go in here. I'll just make sure that they're right. I know the well, you'll see when it gets done. The health's always a priority, man. I have my eval for my back on the 5th, so hopefully, I'm just hoping they give me the injections. I just want to get back to work at this point. It's been a pain. I get sort of like stir crazy sitting here. I don't remember it taking this long the last time to extract. Done. Okay. Let's minimize this. Let's minimize this. I think there they are. Okay. So we have the meshes and textures. And the backups, I think it said you can get rid of them. Delete BSA after extraction. Yeah, that was one thing I was never sure of. Delete those. Delete those. I think you want just the meshes and textures. Let me just make sure here. You need to hide meshes armors, meshes clothes, meshes DLCO1. Okay. Let's take a look at this one in file tree. Okay. So that's hidden, the meta ini. So meshes. Hide. Armors. Hide. Hide. Okay. I think I did that right. I'm pretty sure I did that right. Hide meshes armors close DLCO1. Okay. So yeah, we should be good to start the merge, at least getting what we need. Base Wicco is all set up. If you look at the file tree now, it is literally meshes and textures, right? So the textures there. We're going to overwrite those with other mods, and then we're going to merge them together. But the meshes, you just want the actors. So you want the models. Character, assets, the face gen data, face geometry. So you guys can see the file structure there. That's right what we wanted. I always tend to get confused with this. And then obviously with no ESP, you won't see it over here. And like I said, we're probably not going to need this guard's armor replacer. I may have to go back in and do the patch for that, which is going to be fine. Alright, so Wicca looks like it's done. The cleanup script looks like it's done. I could probably delete these, get them out of there. What else are we using? Let's go back to Nordic. Men of Winter. And Metal Sabers. So Men of Winter, we're going to download, I believe. Don't pick the grape cowl in the FOMOD. Okay. Metal Sabers, this is just the one. But you're going to see we don't have any of the ESPs. They're all going to be merged, so. Men of Winter. This is always what messes me up. I always have to go back and double check. Hide the plugin. You only want the meshes and textures. Okay. I do have to minimize this. I apologize, but I can't work with that MO2 being open fully. So this is going to go right under Wicco. So Men of Winter ESP gets hidden. Same thing with Metal Sabers. Meshes and textures only. Okay. And then let's see what else. Fresh faces. At least half the NPCs including this are also covered in Bijin. Uses your body. Tick. Okay, so we'll do fresh faces, ordinary women, improved bards, and we'll start on Pandorables after that. 4 files. Just the main mod here. Yes. So we want, let's just check what Nordic says. And the full mod tick yes, no, and no for all tattoos. Okay, so we want yes, no, and no for all the tattoos means you're changing all of these. Install. Goes under Metal Sabers. And what else does that do? Hide the plugin. Same thing with this one. So file tree, legendary ESP, we will hide that one. Just message and textures. Okay. Ordinary women is the next one. It's going to be, this one might have 2. Either download CBBE or UMP. Okay. Never mind. We're running CBBE. It's the top one here. And you don't want the USSEP support because we're obviously not, it's just message and textures with these. So set that, let that go. Right under fresh faces. I always go back and double check just in case. Hide the plugin. Okay. Kind of boring stuff here, but it's needed. Improved bards. CBBE nude. Safe for work. Download the second main. Oh, they want the nude. Okay. Requires the unofficial patch. This includes all the bar. Well, I'm not using. I'll go safe for work just in case. I know I gotta eventually put that disclaimer up come December for like the age restrictions because I'm pretty much unfiltered. That looks good actually. Ah, it's good. It's packed well. Approved bards goes under ordinary women. Hide that. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these. 1, 2, 3. So Pandorables and On Guard. Manager. Should just be the main file here. Yep, take that one. Anything else? Let's check out Yash, just in case. Pandorables SC, hide the plugin. Yep, this is why I go back and forth with Yash and Nordic, because sometimes there is more detail in Yash than there is in Nordic. Looks good. Okay. As new packs out. Oh, jeez. I'm going to be adding all them in. My game may never actually load up. It was a breath of fresh air to load up an unmodded game. It did it in like a nanosecond with the E and B installed. Dawn Guard, SC main. So this one. Okay, that looks good. Nesbit, how are you? Afternoon. Loader is going good. This is the NPC merge I am attempting here. I've already set up Windsong, so you can see the file tree. We have just the meshes and textures, and Armor Clothes and DLC01 is all set up to go. All the ESP files are hidden. We're doing the same with Wick. We're going to merge all of these together into one. So hopefully I do it right the first time. I hate going back. This is the one part that I always question myself on. But like I said, I got both the guides up. I'm going back and forth with the info. Pandorable's Dawnguard. This one looks good. And then hopefully they work. Because this character is going to be female. It's going to be the first female character I've done in quite a long time, since my console days. And Pandorables. Let's see what else. Alright, we're up to the Bajin stuff now. So there's 3 for Bajin. And then we'll get into Serranaholic. So Mermaid's SE version 3.1.3. I'm on the wrong one. That's this right here. Okay. 3.1.3. Main. Okay. Yep. And then NPCs would be 1.2.1. Main mod. And then wives would be 1.1.2. When it wants to come up. Okay. Bam. We'll get these installed. I had to close the, we were going back and forth. I saw the Discord popping up. I had to check the notifications. Then I saw there was a certain video up, and I had to close off it immediately. Can't give away secrets. Unless you do. I'm not going to be the one to spoil that. Got War Maidens. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Choose all-in-one, no wrinkles, CBBE. Okay. All-in-one, no wrinkles, CBBE. Because we are using the CBBE body. Which I find is a little toned down from what I remember. Hide the plugin. Yep. We're going to be hiding the plugin for everything. Let's go back to NPCs. I think it's the same thing. Just main files, hide plugin. Okay. All in one. Safe hair for forge work. Non-wrinkles. Non-wrinkles. We'll give Maven no wrinkles either. Why not? CVB. That'll be Maven's one redeeming quality, is that she doesn't have wrinkles either. Okay. And Bajin Wives. Should be the same thing. Let me just double check here. Main files, had the plugin. Okay. Went to all-in-one. CBV. Oh, easy. That one's easy. 2-step. Alright, and then hide this plugin as well. Alright, so the Bajin stuff is done. What else do we have? Serranaholic. This one's interesting. You have Serrana and Valerica here. Yes, I'm running Matthew's 3D landscape and his ground cover as well. And Vadosprum, yep. Let me go back up here, Wind. I'll show you. We'll get off my character creation stuff for a minute here. Lod. Okay. It should be below this, right? Yeah. Okay. So like I said, yeah, Noble's my base. Well, static mesh, obviously. Then Noble. Noble's my main base overhaul. You're gonna see it's gonna be overwritten by a lot of other things. A lot of other things, which is fine. It beats having Skyrim Realistic Overhaul as well. No, it's okay. Don't mind. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it beats having SRO as a base and then overriding with Noble and then overriding with every because you're piling things on top of each other. And when I did a base test with the game, my main well, the core and user interface stuff obviously, and then you go into static mesh, SRO, just to see what it looks like. I couldn't really notice a difference. Base game. Once I started noticing a difference when I added Noble. And for the 12 gigabyte size that Skyrim Realistic Overhaul is, that's just not worth it whatsoever for me. I tried it because the guide said it was a nice base, and it is going to cover some things that won't be covered from other mods, but not for 12 gigabytes, and not for 4 separate mods you have to download from ModDB, and it's not even on Nexus. So I stuck with Noble. Yeah, for grass, let's see, because grass should come up first. Yeah, vegetation. I went Majestic, Dark Side, Vadosprum for my grass, Skyrim 3D trees and plants. There is a Solstheim patch if you run Solstheim landscapes, which I am because I like having the 3D trees on Solstheim. The few trees that are there that weren't, destroyed in the eruption. Um, I'm also using the static planters for interiors, and I don't have any home mods, but stuff that's already in there. I guess it includes for like Legacy, the Dragonborn, for stuff like that, and the Gilder Green. So they're all on the Skyrim 3D trees and plants page. That's everything by Matthew. You're pretty much going to want to grab everything. And then I use every tree different. Let me go to this mod real quick. I always use this with Matthews because I think it's a really nice combination to use. This is by Lestat. And just to kind of show you now you're going to have to kind of picture in Matthew's work here, but it basically handles the bark and some of the meshes, not all of them. Most of the bark, but you could see what it does here. And combine this with Matthys. I mean, I used it with both Matthys and Enhanced Vanilla Trees, and it looked good. I have not tried it with Skyrim Flora Overhaul because I don't really use that mod so much anymore. But this combined with Matthys is beautiful, and that's exactly what I'm using here again for this setup. And you can see what it does to the barks and everything. Some of the meshes, but it's a fantastic mod. And then yeah, 3D trees, the billboards for the trees. Obviously, make sure you grab the billboards. Then yeah, Matthew's landscape, and I wanted the 2K ground cover. There's I think 1K, 2K, and 4K. So you have your choice between how detailed you want your landscape. And Matthew does have a billboard for that too as well. Then make sure you get landscape fixes, just in case. It's mainly for like added towns, but you could probably adjust the grass density. Like I said, I keep my grass density moderate, and by moderate I mean like 60, well, between 55 and 65. I really don't ever go down to. I know some people go down to 40, some go down to 30. They're just like, oh, look at the density of the grass. I think Wow, headset. Sorry about that. I think that even at 50, that's too dense for some grasses. Uh, I mean, for verdant, I had to jack verdant all the way up to, I think it was 75, and it was still pretty dense. And I still had some crash issues with it. And that was on a base setup. I mean, I was running less mods than I already have installed now, and I had issues with it. Vadosprem's never failed me, and I can keep it right at, like I said, between 50 and 65. I'm gonna set mine at 60 with this one, because this load order is gonna be pretty heavy. Lightish. Yeah, you might just want to set the density a little bit less than what you did. Yeah, mine was set at 60, and it was nice. I mean, you guys saw some of the pictures I put up. My density is either, like I said, it's for the most part 55, 60, but I will fluctuate about 10 one way or another. If I have a lighter load order, I may put it at 50, but I never drop it down to 40 or anything like that. I don't see the personal point in doing it unless you're taking screenshots. Like if you have your settings on ultra, like mega, you know, everything's 4 to 32K and just plan on taking screenshots because you'll never be able to play the game like that. I don't care what kind of rig you have, unless you have a NASA computer, which I don't. So, but yeah, landscape fixes. I think that's it. I don't know if there's. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, that should be all for the landscape and grass and trees. Anything vegetation. And like I said, I went back to climate to Tamriel. Like I said, I want to see how this looks with this setup. It should be good. Climates and re-engage is a really nice setup. Yeah, I will absolutely. I'll pin it. I've pinned the other ones too, so I think like the last one. Well, the last one was solid, but I never finished the play with it. So, what am I doing here? Serranaholic. So unless Serranoholic's been updated, 1.82 main file for her, which is going to be this one here, SSC. And you also get Valerica in with this as well. 1.7.2 for Valerica. So they also, she should be the only one. And I believe there are CBBE nude. You can get the high res textures. Does it recommend it? It does not, because we're going to be using our own skins. And I'm not using Schlongs of Skyrim just because I'm trying to keep it safe for work as best I can. So the characters will be clothed. Yeah, you should, Wind, absolutely. I mean, like I said, the only time I didn't run it was because um, Nesbitt had just finished up Guild City, so Riften was just finished, and then went right on to Markarth. So I was in the middle, like I had just finished my setup, and I had just gotten my story underway, and then it was like the next day I found out that that Markarth had already been started to be worked on, and I think I got X amount of hours into the play, and I'm like, well, I could hold off, but it could be a week before it's done. It could be a month. I'm not really sure. So I wound up playing that mage character for just a little bit in the meantime. Any mod that adds towns after any grass mod. Do I have mods that add? Let me see where my grass is. Hold on. Grass is here. So Vadosprem is priority 143. Mods that add in town. So yeah, stuff like this. Well, yeah, the city overhauls. I don't have any added towns. I don't even think I have legendary cities in this one. I left it out. I wasn't gonna run it because this is gonna be. I'm gonna have to rename it. This is the male name of the red guard, but this is gonna be a female character. Like I said, I stopped using well, I don't use immersive citizens out of principle. It's a nice mod, but I don't use it out of principle. AI overhaul. Yeah, so I'm gonna make my own. Like I said, that's on my list of things to do. I'm gonna call it more immersive citizens. Just to be a dick. I like the idea of it. I don't like the ethics and the attitude. And the no compromise, no non-compatibility, the BS. We had issues with that, so yeah, just the partial. I mean, honestly, if you're using it, run the full. Run the full. Yeah, the mod author from Immersive Citizens was a little touchy. I don't even know the best way to say it. I already did my rant on that the other day. This week has been the week of rants. TPOS full all the way, guys. I'm telling you, you want all the content. Unless you really want to nitpick what you're modding with the cities, or you want to run something like Open Cities. But I mean, you're best bang for the buck, full version. The most, I mean, they're both stable, but I mean, trust me, you're gonna want the full. And even the people that want the partial because they think they want to mod certain things, I tell them go full anyway. Leave the rest of the stuff you think you want out. You want the full version. Yeah, the author. You do get on so well. That's bad. Oh, I remember I did the stream quickly. I think this is like a week and a half ago where I think I started in Riften and I walked outside. He does. And I just looked up at the stables to the Altmer. And I started cracking up laughing, and the people in the stream were wondering what the hell I was laughing at. I didn't tell them. I just said, oh, it's a nice reference. Cracks me up. Serranaholic CBBE. Hey, Serrano, we're going to go, what, blue with your default weight at 20. Right? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Vampire style. Install. Hey, Tim is back. What's up, Tim? So, Wind, what was the name? Let me scroll back up to see. It was called AI Overhaul, you said, right? That's going to be one we're going to, yeah, right there. I see there. That was considering AI overhaul as an alternative to immersive citizens. So that's what I'm going to have to look at. Let me see if I can pull that up here so people can take a look. Nexus mods, yeah. I have all this crap open. My computer's going to blow up on me. Maybe. All right, so this one. All right, let's take a look at this together. We can all look at this. Requirements. This is the first thing. So it requires Arthmore's teams, his teams special edition patch. What does it do? Not an enemy AI overhaul. That's good to know. Do you live in a All right, overview. Work in project. Project. Is this a work in project? I think didn't we look at this before? Maybe we did. I don't know. Maybe I looked at it by myself. Why do some people say pointless things? Why does it say? Okay. Is it strange for people to wander the streets after 12 midnight? No, I mean, when there's nothing for them to do. Well, they could be in the bar. They could be drinking their faces off. Ale, mead, more ale, more mead. And don't get me started on the Dunmer with their Special drinks here. Sorry, headphones went off. Spoilers. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Progress in basic packages. So, yeah, we did look at this the other day. Towns. So they're not all done. Um, I see. Oh, geez. Should I even look at that? Nesbit, is there any way we could take a look at this mod here? AI overhaul? It's mod number 21654 for SE. AI overhaul SSE. Just to see, I mean, change logs, remove some unnecessary edits. This is something we'd have to look at in Xedit. What has me concerned is the fact that it says it. I mean, it's good that it says it's work in project. AI tweaks and behaviors. Um, Over 100 new unique packages. Klimek will make trips to High Hrothgar. I wonder, without giving spoilers, I wonder if that's a good idea for Klimek to even make the trip up the 7,000 steps. He may be better off staying in Iverstead. Sinmir leaves the inn. Oh, that's great. Companions see the city. That makes sense. They don't stay in your Vasker all the time. Brennan finally sleeps by Whiterun Gate. Yeah, I always thought that it was odd that I think what with cutting was it add with cutting room floor adds in the spot for Sophie to sleep, because I know she's added in by Hearthfires, but I believe cutting room floor adds in her little place to sleep, kind of catty corner to Calixto's House of Curiosities. So Brennan will actually get a little bedroll, huh? Citizens now go into the shop. Well, see, that might be. Well, I'm not a god modder, so something I may look at and go, hey, that could be an issue. To other people, look at it and be like, nah, it's no problem. That takes 5 minutes to tweak. Taverns are busier on the weekend. Cleaned and excited. Too many details to list. See the README. Okay. Where's the README? In posts. Is it in files? Is there a separate README here? No. Is it in with the... It's probably in here. Come on. No, it's not. Okay. Let's look at the posts here. Spoiler. Compatible. Wet and cold, run for your life, USSEP. Other mods can cause problems except enemy AI mods. Holds. So holds mods. RDO is compatible. Realistic conversations. Multiple floors. Sleep tight. Most of the city overhauls. Guard overhauls. Followers. Encounters. Run for your lives. Okay. What's the difference from immersive citizens and AIO? Does not edit navmesh or utilize the quest alias system. I'm going to let Nesbit do his thing because, I mean, this is all stuff that I'm eventually going to have to learn. I'm going to let him take care of that. I'm going to close this down for right now. We'll bring that back up. We're going to bring up Serranaholic. I think we need to also hide her ESP. Hide the plugins, yeah. Let's do Valerica next. Giggity. CBBE. Let's give her red eyes, and I like to give her the wine red hair. And non-wrinkles for her either. Vampires shouldn't have wrinkles. Ooh, I forgot to name it. Cancel it. Son of a bitch. Let's redo this. Let's rename it first. Valerica. CBBE. With red eyes. With wine red hair. With no wrinkles. Let's install this. This will be good. Okay. So let me just check the file tree. I did not hide Serana's ESP. That is now hidden. file tree for Valerica. Her ESP is also hidden. What else? What else? What else? We can get rid of that. All right. Toccata. There was a toccata that was different that I like to use. Aesthetic Elisif. I think this was it. I'm pretty sure. Let me just check the images here. I believe this was it. Yeah, it was. Okay. So she's young. This is what she'll look like now. She's kind of that innocent, I shouldn't be here look. And we're going to go CBBE with her as well. Now, I don't include her in the merge because she doesn't need to be. We go everything from Wicco to Valerica, so let me go to Yasht again. We'll do the skins afterwards because that's not necessarily a major priority. You do the wine red hair for a 2-win? Nice. Yeah, I find that it looks the best. I was actually going with the blue eyes and the wine red hair, but I like Serana with the blue eyes. And I didn't want both of them to have blue eyes. And it's actually interesting to see Valerica like that. This is probably the mega patch here. I know Rooster sent me a whole tutorial on this. Okay. I'm going to wing it. How about that? Let's wing it, right? We need Z-edit, right? I'll see if I can get to this. This is full screen. So Z-edit for Skyrim Special Edition. Base Skyrim. I actually closed that down just so you can see. So that's there. This is for special edition. On this is always going to be in colors here. Just make sure the pathing is right. Okay, if you ever need to change that from where your installation is, close that down. So we're gonna start the session. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on. See, I'm messing it up already. Just double check that. You can go to the settings here too if you need to. Start this. No, see, I'm doing it wrong already. We want to go to Z merge. And then start the session. Okay. We are going to create. Is it build or create? I may actually have to reference this. I think it's build. No, it's not. It's create. Okay. Yeah, it's create merge. We're going to name this MPC merge. And it'll be MPC merge.esp. If I really want to be neat about this, I will actually underscore here. So MPC underscore merge is the name. The file name is MPC underscore merge.esp. Okay. Before you hit anything else, just go over to plugins. So now this will bring up everything you've loaded into. Yeah, when basically what we're doing is we're merging everything. Yeah, if you have single NPCs, you can merge them in if you want to. The reason why I keep like Elisif off of this is because sometimes I like to change her and like other single NPCs. Once they get merged into this, you have to do this whole thing over again. So that's why I only run like the multi-packs together. But you could put the singles in as long as like you hide their ESP, or I'll show you when we do this a little bit further how it they get hidden on the right side automatically. So this is like I said. Really wish my headphones would stay on. So all of your mods you have loaded right now, all the ESPs are here. What we're gonna do is, so you can see the two patches that I have to go back and redo this. Okay. Or did I do this right? I didn't do this right. Because we can't merge this. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna cancel this out. Let me close this out. Give me 1 second here, guys. I have to redo this part. Yes, this is why I always mess this up. Alright. Alright, so what I'll do is we'll unhide the ESPs for now, and then I can go back and do it. Because these will get hidden on their own when you merge them. It's my fault for not having done this in such a while. I was just running Wicco by itself. I was happy with that, but you know, obviously doing the female character for the first time, I wanted everybody else to look good as well. So, like, just not my character. And yep. And then after I do this, guys, I think I'm gonna take like a 15-minute break, maybe 10 or 15. Oop, unhide. It's a good thing I didn't go through with that, because then I was looking for the ESPs here, and you need them to do the merge. So we got one more to do after this, which is Valerica's, and then we can start it again. Apologies for that. It's just, like I said, just been a while, and okay. We have two, there are missing masters, so let me take care of this real quick. Let me go into the plugins here. So Guard's Armor Replacer. I'm not going to need those two patches. The patches here. We're going to reinstall this mod. And you can see on the right hand side there what I need. So I need the weapons, armor, clothing. Wicco doesn't have one, so we're not going to need that. We just need the Cloaks of Skyrim, I think. Cloaks of Skyrim, weapons and armor. That's it right there. Okay. And we're going to replace that. So see the rest of them disappear. Okay, now we can get rid of this. If you hear screaming behind me, my niece is in trouble. I apologize for that as well. They are little bastards today for some reason. They don't have school. Okay. Files in your overwrite mod. Delete this. Okay, we're going to start this one fresh. Alright, so you do see now here, these are the ESPs that I've now re-added back in. Okay. We're going to go to Z-Edit. We're going to run it again. We'll go to Merge. Change it up here. Okay. On the porch. I said on the porch. And we're going to go to Create Merge. Do the same thing here. We're going to rename this. NPC underscore merge ESP. Now go to your plugins. Okay. These should be all at the bottom. So let's see. Aesthetic Elisif was there. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna leave her off. We're gonna start. Everything you want to go into the merge patch is what you're gonna select. So all the Bajin stuff, fresh faces. What is that? Better Bards, Men of Winter, Metal Sabers, Pandorables, Serana, Ordinary Women, and Valerica. So they're all gonna go in there. Don't worry about load order and data right now. Just hit OK. If there's any other mods, obviously, you can see I did this once before. Uh, but we didn't need Wicco, and I accidentally added it. So I can now delete this. You can see how this one here is ready to be built. The old one I could just get rid of. So you just want to double check it here. Make sure that these plugins that you're merging together. I'll see you later, Nesbit. Enjoy, buddy. The conflict is only the ins. Okay, good to know. Well, that's kind of, well, I would say that's a major conflict because the ins are all major selling points for me. I'd rather have a nice looking inn than NPCs doing things. Well, we'll see. All right. So yeah. So when this is ready to be built, once you have it finished, obviously these are the links here for the ESPs. Make sure they're the ones you want, and then you're gonna hit build right here, and then you'll see this is what's gonna name it, and you're gonna have one ESP. So this is gonna do its thing. Let it. Shouldn't take very long to do. Copying the records, right? One build successfully done. This is the log if you need to read everything here, right? And then close this out. I don't believe there's anything else you need to do. Yeah, there's nothing else you need to do. Exit it out. So you're gonna have file in your overwrite mod, right? Which is gonna be your edit backups. Unless I did it wrong. Let me refresh this real quick. Yep, there it is. Okay, so you have to hit refresh. So go to your overwrite. Sorry about the shitty lessons. You could delete this edit backup. You don't need it. Okay. You have to refresh it. This is just like doing text gen and Dynalog. Once you run them, you have to refresh it or close MO2, open it back up. So there's your NPC merge. Okay. These are going to stay unchecked, but they're going to be here. And then you see the NPC merge here at the bottom. I'm actually going to drag alternate start down at this point and landscape fixes. So these aren't going to be checked, they're going to be shown. You can also, if you want to go back in and now like rehide the ESPs, you can. Let me just double check to see. Yeah, the ESPs aren't even used. Like I said, they're not checked, and then there's really nothing priority-wise for them. Every single interior lighting mod is incompatible with InMods. I don't run like strictly in mods. There are some in and interior mods that are on both these lists, but TPOS2 already takes care of the ins, and there's an ELFX patch for it. Luminosity's compatible with it right out the box. ELE is compatible with it without a patch. It's just that ELFX changes the meshes. But technically, since it sits above and the patch sits below, it's like ELFX, then TPOS2, then the patch for the two of them. Because ELFX is the only one that actually adjusts the meshes. It's also the best looking one. So this NPC merge is going to be, you're going to leave this close to the bottom. This has to go down below almost everything. I'm going to put this on category 42, Z-Edit, Rybash, Mater Smash, and Merging. We're going to leave that there. You'll see this stay above alternate start. That's fine for now. And like I said, these are going to stay here. Just don't check them. You don't want the ESPs checked. So you have everything in your left pane here. Good. let's see. Aesthetic Ellis is good. Let's go to Yash. Let's go back up here. Yeah. That should be everything. Yeah, now we just gotta do skins and things of that nature. See, they just use tempered for males. I use different skins. That's why I switch back and forth between this and Nordic. Or I'm sorry, between Yash and Nordic. Um, I don't use SOS, so we'll use male bodies and textures. Masculine Argonian. Yeah, we'll do masculine Khajiit and masculine Argonian. We'll do the Khajiit and Argonian now, even though, well, we'll do the Argonian first. I could swear that masculine Khajiit was on SE. From the optionals. Oh, see, that's why, because they want the SOS mod. All right, well, I'm not going to be using these. We're just going to go male skins, and I use Sky Sight. And then we could do body. It doesn't have an option for a full nude, isn't compatible with SOS. It does. Sky Sights really does have the nicest textures. Oh yeah, incredible. And what was the one by Methendril? This is from a while ago. I think this was on LE when the game first came out. Yeah, a lot of them are really nice, but yeah, when the merge will stay at the bottom. You're gonna have like in your left pane where it says NPC merge. If you have the separators like this, you're gonna want it right above things like TextGen, Dynalot, or SSE LogGen. Somewhere in this area, you may have to move the ESP up or down a little bit. And like I said, when I get closer to being done with this side here, I do have to make sure it stays towards the bottom. Like that's including TPOS and everything. Because it has to overwrite the data that's in this needs to overwrite almost everything else. While normally in the left pane it would stay up here, this merge will stay in this particular category, and then this ESP file will stay down below. We'll do the